Your brain won't shut up. Every choice feels like a trap. Every memory, a courtroom trial. You replay old conversations like they're evidence. You live tomorrow before it even arrives. And the cruelest part? You know you're overthinking, but you can't stop. This isn't drama. This isn't weakness. This is survival. Your mind, hijacked by fear, whispering, "If I think hard enough, I'll be safe." But safety never comes. Only more questions, only more exhaustion. And piece by piece, life slips away, while you're still thinking about living it. Welcome to I Think Now, a space where psychology meets philosophy, where invisible struggles are brought into the light. Here, we don't just chase motivation, we dive deep into the wounds beneath the surface. Because understanding yourself is the first step to freeing yourself. If you've ever felt trapped inside your own mind, you are not alone. This channel exists to remind you, you are more than your thoughts. Now, let's begin. Overthinking is not intelligence. It's not wisdom. It's not being too deep. It's the nervous system in panic. It's your survival brain whispering, "If I analyze every angle, I'll finally feel safe." But here's the paradox. The more you think, the worse you feel. The harder you try to control the future with thought, the further control slips from your hands. Psychologists call it rumination. Endless loops of thought, repeating, replaying, recycling. And research shows rumination fuels anxiety, magnifies depression, and paralyzes decision-making. It doesn't solve problems, it creates new ones. Think about it. How many nights have you laid awake building scenarios in your mind? How many mornings have you felt drained without even moving? Your body rests, but your brain runs marathons. Overthinking is not about thought, it's about fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of mistakes, fear of rejection, and fear that silence will make you face the emotions you've been avoiding. Here's how the spiral works. 1. A trigger. A comment, a choice, a silence, a risk. 2. The brain panics. What if this? What if that? 3. You hesitate, delay. 4. Guilt whispers. Why can't you just decide? 5. The guilt becomes another thought, another loop. And repeat. It's not logic, it's paralysis. Like driving a car with the engine revving, but the wheels stuck in mud. And the cruelest part? The more you overthink, the less you trust yourself. You begin outsourcing your choices, looking for signs, omens, reassurance, because your inner compass feels broken. But it isn't broken. It's just buried under noise. Overthinking has roots. It doesn't appear out of nowhere. Maybe you grew up in chaos, where every day felt unpredictable. So your brain became a weather forecaster, scanning, predicting, analyzing, just to feel safe. Maybe mistakes weren't allowed. A wrong answer meant punishment. A wrong step meant shame. So you learned, don't act until you're absolutely certain. Or maybe love came with conditions. You had to be perfect to be accepted. So now imperfection feels like rejection. Psychology calls this hypervigilance, a nervous system trained in danger. Children raised in unpredictable environments often grow into adults who can't relax because their body is addicted to scanning for threats. This is why you replay conversations, why you predict every outcome, why you hesitate. Your brain believes uncertainty equals danger. And in a world that's uncertain by design, that belief becomes torment. Overthinking is an attempt at control. If I analyze every angle, nothing bad will happen. If I prepare for every outcome, I'll never be blindsided. But life laughs at control. The more you clutch at certainty, the more fragile you feel when the unexpected arrives. Philosopher Alan Watts once said, "The desire for security is itself a form of insecurity." And that's the trap. Your brain builds walls of thought, hoping they'll protect you. But those walls become a prison. You can't outthink overthinking, because thought is the fire, and you're trying to put it out with gasoline. The solution isn't more analysis, it's embodiment. The body is the anchor. The nervous system is the key. When the spiral begins, move, walk, stretch, shake. Let your body release what your brain is gripping. Take a breath that isn't shallow. Drop into your senses. What do you hear right now? What do you see? What do you feel in your skin? This isn't cliché mindfulness. This is neuroscience. When you shift attention to sensation, your brain's alarm system, the amygdala, calms. The spiral breaks. Every decision you delay becomes another brick in the prison. But here's the truth. Decisions don't need to be perfect. They just need to be made. Try this. Give yourself 2 minutes to choose. If it's not life-changing, it doesn't deserve life-draining energy. Flip a coin. Not to let the coin decide, but to feel your gut reaction the moment it lands. Pick the next right step, not the flawless one, because indecision is also a decision, one that costs your life in fragments. Confidence doesn't come from knowing. It comes from choosing and adjusting. Here's what overthinking steals: your time, your peace, your relationships, your joy. People drift away because you hesitate to reach out. Opportunities fade because you wait for certainty. And silently, the years pass, not with failure, but with nothing. Psychologists say regret is not about what we did. It's about what we never did. And overthinking is the master of never. The cure isn't silence of thought. The cure is courage. Courage to act before you're ready. Courage to risk imperfection. Courage to feel the fear and step anyway. Overthinking is fear wearing a lab coat, pretending to be logic. But you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness beneath them. So when the spiral comes, don't fight it with more thought. Interrupt it with life. Move. Breathe. Decide. Live. You don't need more clarity. You need more courage. The thoughts will still come, but you don't have to follow them. Overthinking is not wisdom. It's fear disguised as analysis. Your peace begins the moment you stop trying to predict life and start choosing to live it. Drop a meditate in the comments if your mind has ever held you hostage. And remember, this is I Think Now. You are not your thoughts. You are the silence beneath them. And the silence is already free.